Hello and welcome to Rathlin Island. I just set up the game with my mods and we are waiting for the map to start and to get into it. Now, Rathlin Island is special. There are not a lot of equipment. You don't own any fields, and now we can start. Don't own any fields. You have to work your way up. Really do have to work your way up. So let's push the start button. And we will have courseplay going, and I won't pay anything. And you say that's cheating, and it's not, because I use it as a help for myself. So more time than not, I'm in the tractor while courseplay is running, and that is to save my fingers a bit sometimes. So that's why, and I don't want to pay myself when I don't pay myself. And it's spring, so we got seasons. And we start in the harbour of Ballymore Castle. And it seems like we are sailing every hour. We'll see about that. That ferry we own, and this tractor we own. And we're going to get some rain. I can see up in the weather forecast. And the clouds are getting grey. Well, we can't do anything about that. So let's just put up the island here. This is the map. As you can see, we have no blue dots on the map. They are all in an auction hall where we have to go and buy our fields. There are no missions, so we can't earn money that way. And it's Ballycastle, not Ballymore Castle. Me bad. But we are going to play on Rathlin Island. There are only one sell point there, and that is the BGA, so we can sell wood chips and slurry. And that's it. And eggs. We can sell eggs. The only sell point for eggs are out on the island on the eastern point. So we have a bit to take us. Oh, that was bad English. There is a long way to go there, and we have to get to the highest top of the tower there to sell the eggs. All other sell points and buy points are in Ballycastle, so we have to take the ferry here. There are no reset points out on the main farm, and the only reset point is at the store. And we don't have any money. Oh, we got 15,000, but that's nothing we gonna get far with. So we are going to sell this tractor and get some other equipment. Now I'm not going to make a tour if you want a map review, I recommend you to see Farmer Klein's map review, and I will leave a link in the description. He's doing really good map reviews, and he has them for several maps. I'll link a review for this one. I also give you a link where you can download it, the map. It's on FS UK. The map maker, which I've of course forgot the name of, has also replaced the blue dots for selling and things, and replace it with the icons with objects. So when we need to sell this tractor, as we shall do, we have to go to this toolbox, and then we can sell it. I think this is genius. So we sell that for 45,000. So now we've got 60. And we have to go to this lady to be able to buy. So, hello, I am here to buy some equipment. So, we need a new tractor, and as we don't have much money, we go for cheap one. And we will go for this Master Ferguson. And we will have loader attacher, front loader attacher. We will have the biggest engine, and that's it. So we buy that one. We will need front loader arms. We will certainly need a log fork, because this is one of the ways we are going to earn money. Logging. I can tell you right now that I hate logging, but when it got a purpose as getting money rather quick, I do it. We also will need, let's see here, oh, we could wait a bit, but we could get some pallet forks right away. And we need a log trailer, and as we don't have much money, we will go for sheepo, and this is it. And we don't change anything. So that's a starter, and just because I am who I am, and we do got some money left, we will go for placeable. Now there's one thing I really am annoyed about in FS17, and that is that you can sell manure but you can't buy it. You can sell bales but you can't buy them, and they're obviously in the game. So we are going to put in a manure pit. And we'll need manure for greenhouses, and we've got 4 greenhouses at the moment. But I'm not going to make it easy for us. So I'm gonna put it beside the manure pit where we sell manure. That way it will be more natural to us, or to me anyway. So we will move you around, and we will hopefully fit you in here. Let's see if we can get the walls parallel. That's it. Have we got it? What do you think? Looks great, doesn't it? And back to the shop. Now we've got 10,000 left. Oh, I know what I forgot. We need a weight. Otherwise we can't do what we want. And we need 2 of these. Can just buy the 2. And we can also buy a bucket. And we need the fill trigger tool. And we will need 2 of those. And the reason I get this one for our greenhouses too is that it holds 3 times as much as the normal bucket when using MR, and that will make it a bit easier for my fingers. I have tried to use it, the normal one, and it was a bit too much of a strain. So we're doing it a bit easier. So now we don't have much money left, do we? As we don't have... I hope I got everything now. As we don't have the possibility to reset things to the farm, means that we need to fetch everything here at the store. And the biggest thing must be that we can't tub. I hit the tub button now and nothing happens. Normally we should tap into the ferry, but we won't. First of all, I am going to put this set of bucket and weight at the manure pit, because we will need it tomorrow. And that's a thing I wanted you to leave comments on. I do like left side. do like to play for a whole day at a time, but doing it on seasons, I'll have to check that too. It should be 9 days, and it is. But playing one day at 5 times speed, as we will have, would take me between 2 and 3 hours for every day. And I think that would be too long of an episode for you. Did I get up? No. It wasn't that well done. Well, it's better than nothing. So I wanted to ask you how long of an episode you want, because I have to cut them up anyways, and it won't change my gameplay or anything, and I actually want to show it all to you, and it will be grinding sometimes, as it will be the same thing we do day after day. So is that okay with you to show everything? I will play it anyways. It really doesn't bother me that much. This gate is a trap. If you're not quick enough, especially with a log trailer, you get stuck and you can't open it. And as you see here to my left, we got golden nuggets on this island. We won't pick them up. We will try and manage without them. And when we reached the goals, which for me is to get all the fields and getting rich, then we can pick them up and have it as icing on the cake. So the sell point we were at is where we're going to go the most. We sell our logs there, we sell our fruit and veggies there. So it will be frequently visited. And now we have to pick up some of the equipment and go over to the island. So I choose to get the pallet forks and the weight, and that way I can show you the 2 main places we will be at the island before getting... Oh my, will I come out of this? I do. That was no good. Oh, I'm thinking. Can you hear what I think? It's spinning in my head because there are so much things I want to tell you about this amazing map. I have played it for a bit and I can... Oh! Sorry! I can say with confidence that I love it. There's only one thing I don't like about it, but there always have to be something, no there? And that is that there are static animals. And that's not game breaking or anything, it's a very minor point. So we're on the ferry. Oh, and I almost fell into the water. And we have to drive it ourselves. So start it up, let the gates down, and saying all aboard. And it's the coolest signal that I ever heard in Farming Simulator. That horn is brilliant. So let's get over to the island. It will take a few minutes. We can't be in a hurry out here. And that's very, very nice. There is one part that can make you cheat a bit. There are no collision on the hedges. But we won't run through them, if not by mistake. We will go all the way around as it's intended to do. So there will be long trips between 2 points. Now I like to turn around this ferry here. I think it's easier. You have to turn it every other trip anyways, and I would prefer to turn it here. I've tested both ways and this seems a bit easier to me, and I always have a hard time docking here. And it almost went well, but not really. You have to get all the way in. And that was no better. And there are not much room for mistakes. I'm doing the worst of it, seems. Oh, wrong way. Bear with me, I'm getting there. Look. Nice. So, we're getting out of here. And we are going to get our tractor out of here. This is also a gate where you can get stuck. So first of all, oh yeah, that was a payment. Let's get out to the farm, and we got that over here. We are going to deliver our pallet fork. Left side, I have to think about that. And here you can see our greenhouses. And it would be neat if there were a gate up here, but there aren't. You have to go all the way down to the farm. And it's here, and if you recognize it, it's the same one. Or it's Black Sheep Modding. The farm from Old Streams. And I will make a tour of it when needed. Let's not run into the gate. We have a flat empty space here where we can put down placeables if we want to. And here is our greenhouses. And those does not work as the greenhouses in game. They are the same when it comes to manure and water, but their likeness ends because they will spawn a pallet every 22 hours out on this wooden square, and then you have to pick it up by yourself and drive it away to the sell point and sell it on the mainland. And the trailer I'm gonna use can only hold 2 pallets at a time. So we will go 2 trips every day. Lovely. We will see a lot of the sea. But for now, we're going over to put our weight down at the forestry. Because we will need it there. And the weight is also needed over at the greenhouses. So when we leave the forestry at evening, we have to take it with us. Because we will need it in the morning over at greenhouses. And I think that for now we don't need 2 weights out here. It's totally doable. We just have to remember it. And that can be a hard part sometimes. Especially for me. I'm too old to keep everything in my head. Here we got the church. So we have to go all the way around here, and you see the forest over there. And those trees seems higher than most of the others. Why haven't I noticed that before? I have to check that out because I haven't had those in mind to start with. Maybe I should. They do seem to be tall. So going around here. We're going out here. And I have to have... But they do look very tall. Because I used these in front of us. And they give 3 logs. But I wonder if those up there give 4. And it's a bit dark in here. So let's get close so we don't get lost. We only have this little piece of grass in the middle to guide us. Oh no, I know what I forgot to buy. I didn't buy Mr. Chainsaw. Why didn't you tell me? I need a chainsaw. So let's get out here to sit and have a look at those trees. Are they tall? I'm not sure. They should be taller than those ones. Because they are rather small. Now, we do as I planned. So we will start over here. So let's put the weight down here for now. B. That's it. And now we have to get back to mainland and get our log trailer and log fork and buy ourselves a chainsaw. Otherwise we can't work. We can't kick down the trees and use karate. And this happens a lot. There are a problem there if I don't lift my forearms or loader arms, foreloader arms maybe it's called. And you see it's rather close to the farm, it's straight ahead. And right ahead of me is the lighting house where you sell the eggs. And I didn't remember the word for it last time I tried to say it. That's one part of being old. You think of something and it takes 2 hours until it pops into your head. But it's there. Just needs the times to the archivist and you had to go through old files and find it. It's not digital work, it's manual work nowadays. So it takes a lot of time. So I think we will stop here for today. And I hope you think that this map will be awesome, because I think it is. And I'm going to load the logging trailer manually, even if there are UAL on it. That is a last resort when it screws up. I am going to load the pallets manually, and that can be a bit tricky, I can tell you that. I am not going to load bales manually. I just put out a warning for that. Won't happen. So I will leave you for here, and I say thank you for watching. Have a really good one, and do take care.